everybody. Well, hello to you out on the freeway. My husband and I were out here walking and cleaning up the yard today on this gorgeous March afternoon. And we were looking around at our grass that's growing. And I wonder how many of you walk by and don't notice the little finer things in life. Well, we happened to look down, and I wonder if any of you can see these beautiful little purple flowers. Are they purple or are they blue? Interesting question. But do you see the beautiful little blue flowers that are growing in the grass? How many of you would call that a weed? I know that I certainly would have, up to even just a couple of years ago. I would have considered anything like that growing in my yard a weed. Now, here we tend to get a lot of nasty thistles and stickers and briars and such. One of our worst ones is the goat head, whose seed can thrive for more than 20 years dormant in the ground before sprouting. And those things are worse than Legos in the middle of the night. Let me tell you, they're awful. Now we get these little yellow flowers. Let's see if we can find one. There we go. There's one. Okay, that little yellow flower is so pretty, but it produces an awful sand burr. They're really miserable little stickers that it produces, but it sure is pretty to look at. Now, coming back to these beautiful little purple flowers, or are they blue? One could choose to say they're blue, one could choose to say they're purple. I believe the description of them says that they're sky blue. Now, I wondered what they were because they're coming up all over here. And there's a beautiful little cluster of them right over here. I wondered what they were, especially since I've started researching herbs and wildflowers and what they can be used for, what they're good for in nature. And I took a picture of them and used Google Lens to identify it, and come to find out that is a Birdseye Speedwell, also known as Persian Speedwell. Some people might call it a type of creeping Charlie. Some people just view it as a weed. Some people actually plant creeping Charlie in their yards, in their gardens, for the beauty. There's all different varieties of them. Speedwell, most places, is considered a weed. However, I just discovered today that Speedwell is used for a variety of things. One thing that was used in the mid-20th century, it was used for people with heart problems. It's also been used in Australia for hemorrhaging. It's been used for people with asthma, congestion. It's been used as an expectorant. I was trying to remember some of the other things that it was used for. But not everything that we call a weed is truly a weed. It has its purpose. I still haven't figured out the purpose for a goat head or a sandburr, but maybe someday someone will figure it out. I still wouldn't grow them. But anyway, it's worth taking a step back and looking at nature and figuring out, is it really a weed or does it have a purpose? Really, we all have a purpose. We've all been designed with a purpose. And some of us have to dig a little deeper to find that purpose. But we need to always remember when we encounter people that maybe they're struggling to find their purpose, but they do have a purpose, whether we can see it or not. And perhaps the reason why we've encountered them is to help them find that purpose. So never forget that God designed you specifically for a reason, just like He designed that little blue flower with a purpose. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, people. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, my friends.